Hey, what's up, guys? We're the Wandering Skeletons. Today on the docket, we got we got a few things planned, but before we jump into it, I've had a few uh experiences I wanted to talk about, and one of them was day trading. Do you guys have any experience with day trading, actually?
Nope.
Do
No.
you like know what it is?
Yeah.
I kinda. Is it like stocks and stuff? Isn't
Yeah,
it?
basically. So I'm trying to get into day trading so badly because it looks fun and like risky, and you can make money from it. But I've been watching this fun video. This one guy, and he's new to it as well. And he did this challenge video where he's like, "Oh, I'll take $1,000 and I want to turn it into 5,000." And on the first episode, he did pretty good. He got up to like $4,000 really quickly, and I was like, "Oh wow, if he can do it, I can do it." And then he lost it all in like a week.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
And then he did it again, and then lost $1,000 again. And so I was, it's just a little like jarring to realize that most day traders lose money, and I don't understand why anyone would do it if all they do is lose money. So it's
I
gotta be
mean,
profitable somewhere, right? But
yeah. I mean, don't you just buy low, sell high, right? That's all you got to do.
dude, I have no idea because it sounds that simple, but this dude lost $2,000. Oh, and then in the third episode, he brought his pro day trading friend over, and they both started with $2,000, and they had a week to see how much money they could make. And the professional turned the 2,000 into $20,000 in a week.
Wow.
But the dude, again, he lost all his money.
I feel like I don't know. This is like I'm very my limited experience with day trading, but it feels like it's somewhat simple to get in because there's like kind of like a cheat code already where like they have set like patterns like, oh, if the stock starts performing like this, it's
Mhm.
gonna go lower. So it feels like you can easily get into it. Whether you actually make enough money to live off of is up to probably experience, I'd say. But
Yeah,
it just feels
that's
like it's
true.
yeah, I don't
Wait.
know.
So how far have you actually got? You've just watched videos that say you haven't put any money into actually trying to trade at all?
So I am setting up an account right now on this place called Tradeovate, where they allow you to do simulations. So it
Oh.
just takes away the risk. You put no money in, and it simulates the market. Well, I don't think it simulates the market. It's just the market, but you put in hypothetical bids or whatever. So
That, that reminds me
practice,
of.
yeah.
Did you guys do that thing in junior high? I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I
The stock
remember
market.
that was so much
Thing.
fun. Oh
It
wait, do
was.
you? Okay, wait. I got an idea. Why don't we? Wait, I'm trying to remember that website because that would actually be a fun little thing.
It's called Market Watch.
It's a market watch, and you just can make like a little like I forget how it worked because I remember I wasn't in the class, but I think it was Isaac who
So
was in it, and he was the one
yeah,
who was
I,
telling
I
us.
was in the class. It's basically you just made an account and you could put how much fake money you wanted into it and just copy the market. So if you put $500 into one stock and that stock went up, you made money, but it was all fake. But it was just a way to simulate the stock
Wait,
So
market.
is this a website?
yeah,
Yeah,
except it like you can, well, at least in the class, they were like put together. I think from what I remember. I mean, you were actually in the class race, right? Because didn't you guys
yeah,
compete against each other and everything to see who made the most amount of money?
yeah. It was like a classroom, like just competition, and other classes too. Who could get the most money? You got certain amount, either like some fake money to spend on like toys or candy that the teacher brought in or whatever.
That's dope.
Yeah, dude, what if we did that for us three just to see who could make the most amount of money just
We
between
should
us?
do it with real money.
Oh yeah, I wanna lose everything. Yeah.
I
I would
mean,
also be super fun. Just put like $50 in. Or actually, I don't know how that would work, but it sounds fun.
I
I
have
mean,
money in the stock market right now already, so we
really? What?
can. Yeah, I go through Robinhood, just fractional shares.
Oh,
That's dope.
I
Dude, speaking
actually
of,
I remember you like using Robinhood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dumb website.
how much you've lost a lot of money, right, Reese?
I think I've lost 200 right now, but it's going up.
Okay, good.
Also, wasn't Robinhood the one place where they like stopped letting people like sell?
Yeah, it's a really crappy place. I don't want to transfer all my money over to a different website. I mean, well, just app because it's going to cost me a lot of money. So I'm just
Mm,
keeping it right now until I get all my money back, and then I'm gonna transfer it all over.
Gotcha.
okay. Well,
Speaking of that, you know that trading game you guys did, and what class was that in?
I
It's
have no idea.
I think it was entrepreneurship or something like that.
Oh, because we did the same thing, but in like a U.S. history class, and we just tried to do it for like fake stocks,
Huh.
Oh,
when they were
really?
first growing in like the 1800s or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah, I remember that. But yeah, but it was like it wasn't simulating the market at all. It was just
No,
like
no, random
yeah,
numbers.
she had like days. It was Miss Anderson's class, right?
Yeah, it
I
was
think so. Yeah,
Anderson.
Yeah, and she had that was also fun, though it
yeah,
was kind of like um not as fun because obviously everything is already pre like the what's the word I'm trying to look for? The conclusion is the same every time,
yeah.
right? So you just got to be lucky to choose the right stock.
I
But I
think I
guess
did it
isn't that
wrong.
real life too? No.
I think I did it wrong because at the end I had like $1 million or something, and
You're like,
everyone
I'm
else had like
rolling.
1,000 or something.
I
That's
think I
funny.
lost everything. So
Oh
yeah, I
shoot.
didn't like that game too much.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't do it. I missed the days that we did it.
No, I think it would be super fun if we all put like $500. We had not 500, sorry, like 50, and we tried to trade to like as much as we could in like a week's period, and we come back and see what. I mean, I'm guessing we're all gonna lose our money, but it would be cool to see who does the best.
I
Or day
mean,
trading or just stocks in general.
I would say the best chance of making money would be day trading, but it's also the most risky. Hmm,
also,
I don't know.
again, I'm not very knowledgeable. You guys are talking like day trading and just stocks in general are two different things. Like what exactly does day trading mean? Like exactly.
Well, usually when you put money into a stock, it's for the long run. Like the smartest way to do it with the least amount of risk is just to let the business do good. Because the more money they make, the more money they can reimburse you because their stocks go up. But day trading is trading a stock like every day or like every few days. And it's
Oh,
way more risky
oh,
because it goes up and it's way more volatile like that.
okay. Yeah, okay, that makes a lot more sense. Yeah, because I was like, aren't they both going into stocks? Like, what's the difference? But
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's like, well, like the more volatile stocks oftentimes can be like a lot less money. So you can have like each share will be $10, and so if you invest like $1,000 and buy, a bunch of shares of that, and it goes up $1, you made a lot of money just with that
Mhm.
volatile stock. So it's just kind of playing on that instead of longer ETF kind of like stocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just invest in the crypto.
That's so
No.
funny. Like with Apple, Facebook, like Google, Microsoft, with those things, you just see a general trend over like the year-long period, and it's always going up. It's always in the green. So if you put your money into places like that, you'll always get your money back after a certain point, usually. But
Yep.
what Reese was saying is like if you put your money into a penny stock and it's like 1/100th of a dollar, and it goes up to 2 cents, you just made like $2 billion. But like it doesn't work
Yeah,
like that
isn't that what
usually.
happened with Dogecoin?
Exactly.
It was like 0.00001, like one, and then it went up to
Yeah,
1 cent, and it made people like millionaires.
basically, it's yeah,
I
stuff
mean,
like that.
I still don't get how that happens. It's just, do we just randomly society values that Dogecoin is like 1 cent, and then people make millions off it? I don't understand how that
Yeah,
works.
pretty
Yeah,
much.
no, I have zero clue how it works.
How
It's just
like with the stock market, how it work is that people put like part of their company as like stock exchange, so people can buy into the company to help support the company and give it money.
Hmm.
And when more people do that, then the price goes up. And this can be encouraged by like they post good return earnings or they just made a good investment and people want to buy more to get invested in the company more. But they post like they have bad earnings or they're losing something, then more people sell it because they don't believe the company's going to
you
do well in the
can
future.
you can also short a stock, right? Where you're like betting on its failure. Isn't that a thing too?
Yeah, I don't understand how that works either, but you can do that.
Yeah, that seems like straight up just like yeah, like how do you make money off that? Like, oh, I bet that this company's gonna fail and suddenly I get like $100,000 off of that. Like
Yeah,
who's
it makes
giving
no
me that?
sense.
I don't know.
It's confusing. We could have a whole discussion about stocks for really if we
Yeah.
wanted to.
Yeah, I'd rather just bet on like UFC fights or something. At least like I don't know, there's some kind of tangible thing, like it makes sense, you know? Like, oh, these two
Honestly,
guys fight. You bet on the right one, you get money from people who bet on the other guy. It's like
yeah.
simple, you know?
Dude, gambling on athletes and gambling on stocks is basically the same thing because you're like, oh, they reported their earnings. They did 1% well this year. I'm going to put in my money because I think other people are going to put in their money. And then with betting on an athlete, you're going, okay, I've seen this guy fight. I know what he's going to do. This general trend is that he's going to win. So I'm going to bet on him. Other people are going to do the same. And like you take home the money or you lose money. But
Yeah.
in both scenarios, you're just gambling. It's
Well, it's a little different with fighters because if you have like someone who's definitely going to win a fight, usually you have to bet a lot more to actually get money out of it.
that's true.
Right. So like if someone's like a plus 150, I'm pretty sure how it works is that you have to bet a minimum of 150 to actually get any money from that.
Really?
If you bet less than that, you're going to lose money anyways. I'm pretty sure that's how that works.
Dang,
So
that's crazy.
yeah, so if someone's like a 1,000 plus 1,000, you have to bet 1,000 and like $1 to get like some sort of profit out of it. Whereas with the underdog, you get a lot more if they win because you can just bet like 100 and they're like minus 500. I don't know how it works exactly, but I'm pretty sure that's generally how it works. So it's a little bit different in
Hmm.
stocks, but yeah, I
Yeah.
see what you mean though.
Yeah, I really want to get into it more, but I'm so I'm so scared that I'm gonna end up like that one guy who put in $4,000 and just lost it all.
Yeah,
Because he definitely like I feel like he knew more than me. I don't know.
Have you
it,
Maybe I'll
gone in the class at all?
no. I don't know who to reach out to go drop in.
I just talked to one of the business advisors, one of the people at the front desk. They'll be able to help you.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, I'll
yeah.
do that. I don't have anything on Thursday, so hopefully they have classes on Thursday.
I mean, there's got to be, like you said, right? That one dude who lost a bunch of money had a friend who got a ton of money, so there has to be some way to consistently make money off of day
Yeah,
trading.
because he literally made like somebody's salary in a week. So I don't
That's crazy.
understand how he does that.
Bryant, if you do make that kind of money, you're gonna invest into this podcast, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
100%. You won't leave me and Reese just out to dry, right?
Oh, yeah, 100%. You guys will, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, you're gonna get a ton of money and be like, I can't wait to put this all into my podcast.
Oh,
Oh, dang. It's so, dude, the more I learn about like high earners and trading, the more I realize that like, oh, you made 10,000, like $10 million over your career. That's cool, I guess. But how do people afford $10 million houses? I want to know what they do. Because everyone who does super well in the stock market, like, oh, I made so many millions of dollars. But that doesn't really hold a candle to people who like live in Beverly Hills and like on top. I don't understand how they can have so much money and where does it come
What?
from?
Probably selling people's organs or something. I don't know.
Probably.
I imagine like family inheritance and like just being like famous like Kanye or
Yeah, that makes
something
sense.
like that.
Also, a lot of them don't really have the money to buy those straight out, right? There's probably a couple who just get like loans and just pay it
Yeah, I
off.
imagine some mortgage shit or something.
That's
Yeah.
true. Like, Logan Paul used to have a giant house, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, he has so many millions of dollars to buy this house." And then they just left, and I was like, "What? Did you just sell it?" No, they definitely had a mortgage, and they're paying it off. They probably couldn't pay it off anymore.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, a lot of I remember seeing a video on I forget who it is, just like a lot of people you see online, like they're in these like fancy cars, fancy houses. It's actually kind of cheap to like rent those things out.
Yeah.
You know what I
Like, you
mean?
could just go to a dealership and take some pictures and leave.
Yeah, no, but there's like literally services that are made for influencers to pretend that they own cars.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
they'll rent it to
Smart.
you at certain periods of times, like, "Oh, this car from 3 to 5 is this influencer's, and then we drive it over to this guy's house, and we drive it over to this guy's house," and they all rent it for a couple of hours so they can take pictures constantly, like, every day, without actually having to rent it the whole day,
Oh
you
my,
know?
that's crazy.
Yeah, and, like,
I
I'm
should have
pretty
thought of
sure
that.
yeah. Yeah, it's just kinda weird, how that all works, how like a lot of people who are it's like they look rich and powerful, a lot of them aren't that rich or,
Yeah,
you know, I don't know. The internet makes it really easy to fake a lot of things.
that's true.
For real.
Oh man. Like
Have
the
you
voice changer I have on right now.
yeah. Bryant's actually a woman. Yeah, if you guys didn't know. No, but have you guys seen the AI voices that have been coming out recently?
I know.
I saw a
The
meme.
generator of the like streamers or whatever.
No, well, I haven't seen anything with streamers' voices, but I saw a meme that was, what's the chick's name from Hitman, the one that gives you that describes the missions beforehand.
I have no idea. I've
How
never played
she's
those
like,
games.
Agent 47, like your target is this guy, and then she talks about, someone did used her voice, and like it was a meme video, so she's talking about how like, oh, your next target is like 18 cowboys at Ram Ranch or some crap like that. But it was insane how it didn't sound like an AI voice at all. Like I remember listening to it, and I thought it was just like, oh, this is gonna be like the stuff she says before an actual mission in the game, and then she starts going off about like Ram Ranch and everything, and it's obviously a joke, but it's insane how there's no like stutters anymore. It's like
Yeah,
I don't
that's scary.
I don't know how I feel about that honestly, but
Dude, speaking of AI, there was some recent controversy about some AI recently. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Is that the AI porn of the streamers?
Yeah.
oh that oh yeah, was that what you were talking about, Reese, when you said like streamers and
Well,
stuff?
yeah, there's the streamer thing, and then there's also been an AI voice generator too, which has been causing some problems as well.
Dang.
Dude. Oh
um
man.
Wait, so you saw the video? Because I think I watched. Who was it? Well, it was some YouTuber describing like it was a streamer, right? Who like got caught with like those tabs open, right? Is
Mhm.
that how that went down?
Yeah,
There was a
basically.
big one that got caught. Yeah.
His streamer name is Atriarch or something, but it's oh man. I've never heard of him, so he must have not been too big, but what a goober. Br-
Yeah,
He
dude.
literally lives with them, bro. That's so creepy.
Doesn't he have a
Yeah,
wife too?
Yeah, he does.
yeah. Didn't you see during his apology stream, he had his wife behind him, and they're like both crying. It's the most awkward thing
That's
ever, honestly.
brutal.
Bro. Dude, I think like AI like that where it doesn't make anything of its own. All it does is take other things and meld them together. I think that should be illegal because
Yeah.
it's not under copyright. Like it's just copyright, right?
I think
you're stealing everyone else's stuff and just using an algorithm to use it. That doesn't classify as fair use, does it?
I don't know because it's a
I think
very
the fact that they're creating something, I think, just makes it fair use because they're just taking little bits of everything for inspiration, right?
Dang, that's so annoying too, because it's not even someone intelligent doing it. It's just a robot.
because I think the way that they get past that, because I do remember watching a video on that. I think it's they show an AI a ton of images from people who've, painted pictures and stuff like that, and they
Mm,
make the AI use create their own images from that, and then when they randomly generate an image, they use the AI created images. Like I think they did that in a way to make it so you can't argue that they're actually using anything from like
yeah.
people's other images. So I think it's kind of a loophole that they did.
I
Well,
guess it
this is
depends on what AI they use, because Gettysburg, that one image reservoir where you can
Yeah.
just take it and what are they called? They're like minted or something.
Uh,
the Getty image.
Yeah, Getty image and like
it just has the watermark.
yeah, the watermark. And in the AI, the watermark started appearing because they used their images so frequently.
Uh,
So like stuff
I mean,
like that, I think that should
hmm,
be completely illegal because you're not even adding anything creative. You're just using their images and meshing them together.
I
yeah.
looked it up, and Getty Image is filing a lawsuit against one AI art company in
Yeah,
I
I
the
guess it
think
UK.
depends what the algorithm does.
I'm pretty sure isn't the company they're filing against? I forget what they're called. Does it say what company it is?
It was like a S something.
Oh no, because that was the video I watched. The reason why I watched it was I think they are suing just like an AI in general. So like I think Midjourney, uses that AI art, like
Oh,
It's
AI
really?
prompt.
stability AI.
Yeah,
They're like
stability
they're like
AI.
they're like Mid Journey.
Dang. It's like I don't know. You're taking the human like the creativity out of everything. I don't know. I don't like it at all.
I don't like it either. Also, I'm just gonna point that out there that I have no idea what I'm talking about most of the time. So
That's true. AI is way too
sometimes
complicated for us to be talking about.
yeah, because I'm like looking at it now and I'm like, I think I got everything I said wrong, but I mean, whatever.
Yeah, I'm not a lawyer and I don't make algorithms for AI,
Yeah.
so
Uh, do we have to say allegedly and stuff? I don't know. Alleged. Don't sue us if
allegedly
we say
we're all
anything like, oh,
joking. We're just joking, guys. Don't sue
yeah,
us.
the Bryant's a woman. I don't exist.
Exactly.
No,
Dang.
that's funny.
AI bugs me so much, dude.
It
Especially when
really
it's not
does.
done ethically.
I don't know. Like you know how of course I decide now's the time like to get really good at art. Like I've been uh
Oh man.
I don't know cuz it's so stupid cuz I'm like looking up videos of like oh art references, like oh how to draw like arms and stuff. And of course AI
Uh,
art is kind of like in the same field. So you
yeah.
see every once in a while just a video of like look at how cool this AI art is and it's like dude I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that
Yeah.
right now. It's like I don't know. Like I did see a video explaining how it's probably not going to take over like a normal artist
Uh-huh.
like
I was just
job
about to say
cuz
that.
yeah, cuz it's very difficult for an AI to exactly do exactly what you want,
Yeah.
you know? But like backgrounds and stuff, it can
Yeah.
probably do those pretty well. But I don't know.
Like, I 100% I don't think it's ever gonna completely take away the need for artists or like the want for artists, but it
Mhm.
100% is gonna dilute everything about artists, what they do. So it's gonna be
Yeah.
really hard for any up and coming artist to do to make money.
I remember hearing about that Japanese studio that works for Netflix. They released like an anime on Netflix recently, and they got caught using AI art as in some of the backgrounds and scenes and
Oh
stuff.
man.
It's already spread it to like an actual like licensed studio. So it's
Oh
just,
no.
I feel like companies should definitely be using that for just to save on money.
Yeah.
hmm I mean, it
Backgrounds I'm
doesn't
fine
help.
with, but
Yeah, it doesn't help that they don't pay those guys anyways. Like, dude, anime artists get paid dog crap, dude. They don't
yeah,
get paid anything. It's awful what they go through over there.
their hours are also crazy.
Yeah, but
Yeah, dude, like thinking about the Atriarch incident, it's oh man, imagine you're rooming with like a girl and you're just platonic friends and you find out that they have AI deep fake porn of you.
yeah,
That'd be
that
so weird.
is.
I would,
I think
dude, I would cry.
I think the whole thing about Atrioc is he's like best friends with what's that guy's name? Ludwig. Like
Oof.
that's his best friend. Like that's like if you caught me with that kind of content of your girlfriend, Brian. That's basically what. Yeah. That's,
Ah,
well, even worse because it's Ludwig's wife, I think, right? Wife?
ah. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't think it's that
it's
far.
his girlfriend.
His girlfriend. But still, it's no. Like
Oh, I didn't think it was that bad. Holy crap.
It looked like
it's.
he paid for it too.
Oh yeah, he paid
Mhm.
for it. That's for sure.
That's crazy.
Oh, dude, that I think that should be illegal. Me and my roommates, I don't know if I can name them. But we were talking about the ethics of that, and I was like, oh, deepfake porn should be 100% illegal.
For real.
That
Unless
yeah.
unless
Ugh.
they do it of me and they give me a really, really long, you know.
I was gonna say money, but okay.
No, no, if it shows me with like, I think I'd be okay with it. I'd be like, yeah, share that around. Make you know, let it be known that this isn't fake at all.
Hey, you
That's
you
the
do you.
that's my only thing. You have to make sure that this is no one knows it's a deep fake. That's my thing.
Okay. Oh
But
man.
only of me, only of me.
It put a weird taste in my mouth to hear that what Atriarch was doing. Or
I think what made it just weirder is like I don't know, just that stream was just so weird.
yeah,
Just like him and his wife. Don't bring your wife into this, dude. Like,
for real. Poor girl. That's a poor wife, bro.
you know, at least it isn't. It's because he did admit to watching two streamers' videos,
Yeah, it was like
but
Pokemon
he,
and Maya or something.
I know who Pokemon is. I don't know who that Maya chick is, but
No idea.
so we don't know 100% if he did look at the videos of Ludwig's like girlfriend or whatever. So at least there's that kind of caveat where it's like,
Yeah.
well, maybe he didn't look at that. So it's still not good, but
Yeah.
it's not as bad. But then again, there's always the possibility that he did. So
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think he
dude.
did.
It's weird.
I think he
Streamers need
did.
to stop being weird, bro.
Yeah.
Is there
For
any
real.
gonna be like a normal streamer that just has like a normal girlfriend?
Charlie.
Heck no, Charlie's not normal.
Yeah.
I love Charlie. Don't diss my man Charlie.
I don't know. It's kind of weird, Charlie, how I view him over time. Like, I don't know. I remember watching all of his videos, and then I just slowly, progressively just started like almost getting annoyed with how much his content doesn't change at all, and he still makes a ton of views.
I just get tired of how pessimistic he always is. He's never smiling. He
Yeah,
doesn't
and
have
also,
fun.
a lot of his content just boils down to him just describing things, but in a very like just using
Rude.
a, yeah, kind of, what is the word I'm looking for? Just like he just swears a ton while
Yeah.
describing things. Like that's basically his content. Like, I mean, it's good if you watch him. I'm not
Oh
gonna,
yeah. You
you
can't
know.
rag on him. He doesn't do anything too bad.
Exactly. His only sin really is that he's kind of lazy, but if people keep watching that, is that really his fault? Like, not
Yeah,
really.
that's facts. You can't hate a
So,
man for the hustle.
but I can still dislike his content, though. I don't know.
Nope,
I'm
nope, you
like, dude.
can't. Reese loves him.
Yeah,
Oh
Reese
yeah.
loves it. I don't
I
know.
still think I remember one of our friends was getting after me for watching him, and I caught him watching it. Charlie the next day.
Oh,
Funny
that's
stuff.
so funny.
I don't know. It's hard though. I mean, if I was in his position, I'd definitely do the same though. Because
Yeah.
I mean, you guys already know. Again, I started a YouTube channel. I'm not gonna say the name because I'm just like, no. You can figure it out on your own if you can actually find these two channels. I don't know, but I'm talking to the audience. I doubt anyone's gonna find my other channel. But
We gotta find it. We gotta find it, Reese.
no.
I
But the videos
tried.
I have, like, dude, I'm already like looking into the future. It's gonna be a grind to get to a point where you actually make any money. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
we've been saying
Like,
that for.
I'm not looking forward to it. And also, it just kind of sucks because my skill level is not high enough to make the content I really want to make. You know?
Skill level as in like gameplay skill level or
Editing,
like
no, editing,
commentary?
writing, just experience in general. Because I
Oh,
want to make video essays, but then I look at other people's video essays and I see how researched they are, how like their vocabulary, how they write everything in a really effective way to make people really understand. And I'm like, dude, I can't do that. Like, I can't do that. I want to do that so bad, but it's gonna take so much work. I'm willing to do that work, but it just kind of sucks just putting out content that you don't like just
yeah.
just for
For
like
the
almost
sake
like
of it.
filler. I don't know, but you know
Yeah.
whatever.
Rip.
Bro, give me a hint at least, like one hint to your
I'm not
channel.
giving you any hint. You can, again, if it gets big, you'll know what it is because
We're never
So,
finding it.
bro, I'm looking.
if
What
you find it,
was?
okay, wait, that is one thing. If you find it, don't tell anyone else, okay? This is a secret
Not gonna
between
be able to
us
find
three,
it.
but between us three, and only if you guys find it. That's it, okay?
Hmm,
But yeah, I don't know.
what's this first letter?
No, I'm not telling you guys anything. I'm not doing
I
Oh
anything.
looked up.
man.
I looked up why gaming. I can't find anything. So,
Wah, wah.
uh,
Jorge's Burrito Emporium. Oh
You
man.
guys aren't gonna find it. I'm sorry, you're not gonna find it.
Why don't you give us a hint, Jorge?
Because I don't
Please.
want you guys looking at my videos, dude. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not like super disappointed, but I know it's not the best. You know, it's the best I can do, but it's still not good. So
Rip.
I'll wait. You guys just have to wait. I'll get better.
Fine. I guess we should
um,
move on.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about this right now.
Did you want to move on to the hypotheticals?
Yeah, sure. The spy plane, the spy balloons, the balloon tower defense simulator going on right now. It's kind of lame.
The what?
What?
You guys have never played Balloon Towers defense?
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, but what does
yeah,
that
I've
have to
played it.
do?
Yeah.
It's currently going on. What are you talking about?
Because we shot down a balloon.
Yeah.
Oh,
You read.
well, you said it in such a who's supposed to make sense of that?
I think I did mess up saying it, but they could
I
have pieced
thought
it together.
I thought you were playing Balloons Tower Defense right now. Like you're just on another tab playing this, and I'm like, dude, we can't see your screen. We have no idea what you're talking about.
We should upload my gameplay of Balloons Tower defense to the podcast.
Tell you what, if you actually record some, I'll put it over. I'll overlay it for this segment.
Oh
That'd be
no.
lit. Do it. Do it.
I
So
think I did buy it at one point.
I mean, then go play it. Go record it. Just
All
I'll
right.
put it over it. If you did, it's playing right now. If you didn't though, I'm gonna put some very mean insults towards you, Bryant.
Oh, I'm
It's
not
not
doing
playing
it.
right.
I'm too much work.
Okay, I hope you know that on screen right now is just a ton of insults directed at you.
Oh, that's funny. Okay. Oh man.
But
Okay, fine.
anyways, Balloons Tower Defense Chinese edition happened today.
Isn't there like three? Isn't there like three of them?
I thought it was just one.
Yeah, it's just one.
Oh wait, really?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
just one balloon.
I'm looking this up. I don't trust you. How many
Okay.
Chinese spy balloons?
There's others in the past, if that's what you're talking about.
A total of 2.
Total of 2? Like 2 recently, or like, oh, there was another balloon in like 2016 or something?
That's a good question. I don't really care enough.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, I know they shot down 1 balloon. There's footage of
Yeah.
them
Yeah.
shooting down just 1.
You know how
Yeah.
America does their measurements in like school buses?
I don't.
No.
Why are you talking like you
Oh, it's
don't live in America? You
because like Guinness World Records like, oh, it's the size of 2 football fields. Oh, it's the size of 3 blue whales.
Yeah, we do have stupid measurements. Yeah.
Exactly. So the Pentagon says the official size of the balloon was 3 school buses.
That's funny.
Why don't they just say a measurement? We're not that stupid,
I don't know.
man.
Pentagon moment.
Okay. Which one should we
Well,
do first? The zombie one or the immortal one?
I have no idea.
Honestly, I think we should talk about the immortal one because I think I have a hot take when it comes to this hypothetical.
Okay, welcome to the hypothetical portion of this podcast. Bryant, go. What's the hypothetical?
If you could be immortal, would you choose it?
Would you choose it? No. Okay, boom, done.
No, I would choose it. That's
You
my hot
would choose
take.
it?
Yeah, I would choose it. You wouldn't, George?
No. What? You want to see everyone you love die? Is that what you want?
But like, think of all the like things you can see and do and learn.
So?
Like, I just
Like,
I mean, like, I
no.
don't. I think we're an outlier, Reese. I think most normal people would choose no.
really. I
Yeah.
feel like most people would say yeah.
You would. Okay. You would know another level of sorrow that no one else would ever understand. That's your knowledge right there. If you
Like,
choose
Or
to
you
be
could just be
immortal.
black. You'd have the same amount of sorrow.
I feel like it would suck, but like
What
I
a
feel
bad
like
joke.
it'd be worth it overall. Like I just feel like you could always make new friends. Like I don't know if I'd ever get in like a
Watch
relationship
those
with
guys
someone,
die.
but like
Yeah.
yeah, I still
You
feel like
realize at some point your friendships would become like super surface level after watching like a ton of your friends die,
yeah, but
right?
I still think it'd be worth it just because of everything
It
you'd
would
be able to
not
see.
be. You would be stuck there being like, why didn't I listen to George all that time ago? And it's like my good friend George that I saw die in an office chair while I was still like 20. Like, you,
I feel
come on.
like probably after a little while, like maybe like 10K years, 5K years, it might be like that. But I feel like for the first 1,000 or 2,000, that'd be okay.
I
I
feel
mean,
like you gotta take into account that like after a certain time, everyone dies. Then you're alive. You're in this universe when the Earth is destroyed. It's like you're gonna be millions of years old at one point and just floating around with nothing to do.
now, okay, wait. That is one thing. If this hypothetical, in this hypothetical, is it like immortal, like you can still like get shot and die? Or are you like invincible immortal, where like everything still can't affect you?
Oh well, if you can kill yourself, I'm taking immortality. But if you're invincible, I'm still taking it, but it's gonna suck way more.
Yeah. Okay, and also, well, I think the question I only have to you guys is like, what kind of immortal are you gonna be? Like, are you gonna be like the one, like in movies where they like look at photographs and it's like, wait, this guy, he's been here this whole time. Like,
Like
or are you gonna
Keanu
be like
Reeves.
the U.S. government like acknowledges you as an immortal being that like
Hmm.
walks around and everyone knows about this immortal guy who just walks around? Like, what kind of immortal are you gonna be?
I
I
feel
would
like. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Brian.
I would be the chill, low key guy that doesn't give a frick about what. Oh man, please tell me you guys get that reference.
Oh, I don't.
Ah
I'm sorry.
no.
I do, but it's not worth it. I'm sorry. I'm not giving you a laugh.
It's funny because it's in Discord and we're we're in Discord. Okay, maybe it wasn't that funny, but
Oh my gosh.
I would just be
Okay.
the chill, low key guy that
Okay,
doesn't give a
Reese,
frick.
Reese. Ignoring that, what kind
Uh,
of immortal would you be?
I think it'd be fun for like the
The chill
first
low
like
key guy that
for the like first like I don't know, I'd say like 10 maybe 20 years, just kind of like walk around to like places that like you normally couldn't go if you weren't, like if you're immortal. Like I'd go walk around the drug cartel or walk around Chicago or something and just kind of like
not
exist
Chicago.
Chicago.
there.
You're gonna
Would
And
you
get
then
go to
after
like?
robbed.
that, well, sorry, what?
Would you go to
Not
like
Chicago.
Area 51 or something? They're like shooting missiles, and you just like keep walking.
Honestly, I feel like after a little while, I'd probably go to like the government or something and be like, hey, can you like, I'm just immortal, so like, I don't know, can you send me to Mars or something, or I don't know, go somewhere cool.
Hmm. What type of? Well, actually, you didn't really choose to be an immortal, right, Jorge? So
No, I would definitely not choose to be immortal. That would suck a lot.
honestly, I would just try to find like secrets, little doohickeys. I would
Treasure
Would
try
you
to,
hunter.
yeah, definitely like that.
would you go to the bottom of the Mariana Trench?
Dude, there was a horror story about that.
Yeah, though I was about to say that the one where your body still needs oxygen to move, so
Yeah,
you just rendered useless as you just like walk down there, and since you're immortal, you can't
yeah.
Interesting.
die. Yeah, that's one thing you guys got to think about is just because you're immortal doesn't mean you're not you could probably just get into some quicksand and never be seen ever again.
Yeah, like if I
You know,
wanted to go raid Area 51, I would 100% end up in a jail cell somewhere that I couldn't escape from
that's true.
Yeah. Hmm.
until like 100 years until my life sentence is up, and then I would do it again.
Then you'd be fine.
You'd be like the guy who like keeps standing on that like street who just
Oh
doesn't do
yeah.
anything but
What
just
the
stand
heck
there.
is that story so random?
Yeah. Have you heard of that, Bryant?
No.
It's
What?
like some guy in England, and like he just goes out to the street and he stands in the middle of it, and they arrest him, they put him in jail, and then like when he gets out, he just goes and stands there again.
What?
That's like they like he's not like he doesn't like resist arrest. They like put him in cuffs super easy, bring him to jail. It's just every time he has any like free time basically, he just goes over there and
Do you
stands there.
know? Do you know how long he stays in jail?
He stays in jail for a while since it's like a repeat offense. Like I think he's in jail right now. But
Really?
like
Maybe he's
he went to
autistic.
jail. He's maybe because he went to jail for like 5 years and then they let him out and then he went back there and they
He's
put
Dang.
been
him back
doing
in
it
jail.
since 2014.
Yeah.
Sheesh. Because I've heard of people that are like heavily autistic doing minor crimes just to go to jail because they love how scheduled everything is.
That's
So I
Yeah.
weird.
mean, maybe he's just a weirdo, but
I'd assume so.
I mean, I respect the hustle. I don't know what
honestly,
hustle it is, but you know.
if I was homeless, I would probably do a minor crime just to go to jail.
If I was homeless, I'd probably
Buy
I
a
don't know,
home.
chase women. Yeah, in the middle of the night.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's way worse than what I was thinking.
Oh my, that's funny.
Dang, but yeah. If you were immortal, you would 100%. I don't know, want to die at some point. But is that worth?
It's
I don't
not
know. Is
worth
it?
it. It's not, in my
I don't
opinion,
know.
no. Don't do that. That seems like that would suck. You
I
know?
don't know, Jorge. Sounds pretty cool.
Again, because keep in mind, you're literally immortal, right? So
Mhm.
it's like, even if let's let Reese's hypothetical like, oh, your happiness or your happiness like stays for like 1,000 years. Let's make it 10,000 years. You
Mhm.
are literally immortal for eternity. After
Yeah.
those 10,000 years, you will be depressed as crap, and there's nothing you can do about it unless you go crazy or something. But
Yeah.
I feel
I
like you
don't
could
know.
put yourself in a coma and then that's death to you.
Put
I
yourself
don't
in a
know.
coma.
I don't know.
Yeah,
No.
let's say like okay, you're like okay, you know what? I'm gonna put myself in coma for 10,000 years. I'll wake up. If I find some reason to keep living, then I'll
How
wake
would
up and
you
do
put
something. If
yourself in a
not,
coma, Reese? How would you put yourself in a coma?
I feel like
You
that'd be
can't kill
pretty easy.
yourself. How would you do it?
Medicated coma. I don't know. Do crypto, whatever. Crypto
Because
freeze.
crypto.
Crypto freeze. Yeah.
I think. Wait, what is it? Crypto
I don't,
is.
it's one of
Is it crypto for? No, it's not. It's. What is it? What the heck? It's something freeze. I don't know. When you say crypto freeze, it makes me think like
yeah,
like
crypto doesn't sound
Bitcoin
good.
is gonna freeze you for like 10,000 years. I don't know how that would work, but no, because you say like a medicated coma. Like I think in this situation, drugs don't have any effect on you, right? Or else it would be stand to reason that you could kill yourself with drugs. So no, they
I'm
wouldn't
I'm
affect you at
looking
all.
it up right now, and medically induced comas don't last forever. So
Okay.
yeah, so it's
Yeah,
like
Well,
but
as a mortal being, I feel like choosing to be immortal is so cool, but it's probably not the right decision.
it's not. You would be depressed.
Yeah,
Like,
because
okay,
no matter how
I
long you're happy for, you have an infinite amount of time where you want to kill yourself. So
if it was like a thing where it's like instead of being immortal, it was like you could expand your lifespan by like 100 years, I would do that, you know. But immortality is too long, you know.
I still
oh
feel like
no,
I choose
Jorge.
to.
I feel like me and Reese are wrong, but I'm still choosing. I'm still choosing the
It
immortality.
depends for me how my body would last. Like if my body lasted at like a good young age, then I'd choose immortality. If it like got to where
That's
like I
such
could
a
barely move, then I wouldn't do it.
That's such a weird point to be like, yeah, I'm doing it because my body works.
Because like I feel like after a while, like if your body can't walk around or do anything or even like think anymore, like there's no point in living forever.
Reese.
Even
After a
even if you
while, the
can
Earth
move,
is not going to exist, and you're
yeah.
not going to have anything to like move around. Like you're going to be
I,
in just like
yeah,
no, no.
I
You're
feel like
done.
we'd hit like
It's
a
stupid.
Star Wars era or something where I could like hop from planet to planet and just explore, become Emperor Palpatine and like
But
rule
even
the
if we do a
galaxy.
Star Wars type thing, the heat death of the universe, you will outlive that.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm still
Oh,
choosing immortality, but you got to realize how stupid it is.
I don't know. I just feel like it'd be cool.
It would be cool, but after a certain amount of time, after a certain infinite amount of time, you're miserable.
Yeah, you will end up in misery, basically.
You guys want me to be sad so bad.
Well, it's not that we
I
want
mean,
you to be sad. I'm telling you, this is a dumb decision. You shouldn't
yeah.
do it.
It's just how it works. You can't be like, oh, it's gonna be all happy, Goldilocks and roses. We're gonna go party until forever. Is
Yeah.
no. It's gonna be a blink
Okay.
of an eye until
Do you
you.
think your perception of time would change, or no?
Definitely.
Oh yeah.
Because that would be interesting if you lived long enough to the point where like you could blink and like, oh, that friend I just barely made died of old age, and it's like, oh well, like like would it be
I
like
don't know.
that? Probably not, right?
I feel like it'd take a while for that kind of time thing to go by.
Because you know how you go to sleep and you don't experience any time passing.
Yeah.
If being in a state of such little stimulus is akin to that, I'm choosing immortality because even after like everything happens, you don't experience anything because everything's gone. You wouldn't really experience anything until something happens again.
It kind of reminds me of like a creepypasta I read a long time ago. Well, I didn't read it. It was a creepypasta channel that like
Mm.
reads stories. It was like one where they like got like these three college students to test out like if time travel is possible. And they like put him in this house with like some like ring around it. And basically the whole test was that they were going to teleport like 3 seconds forward in time or something.
Mhm.
And basically that's what ended up happening is that the machine activated and they just were in the house and like outside the ring where the house was, like they couldn't see anything. It was just static.
Oh,
And
really?
basically, like the way the character described time, it was like like he couldn't tell if like 2 hours had passed or like 2 centuries at some point. Like because they were just there for a long time, you know?
Mm.
And it
Interesting.
basically how the story ends is that all they have to do is stare out into the abyss and just keep staring at it. Because basically it was super weird because the main character like saw a tree out in like the static abyss and he went to look at the tree, and then when he looked back, the chick he was with like was like crying, and she was like, you were gone for like 3 days, but to him he just glanced over there. So they come to the conclusion that they should just stare into the abyss, and then once they do that, they actually are looking at a tree, and then they're back in the real world, but like everything's
Really?
changed because it's like to them they lived for like centuries,
Uh-huh.
but to the researchers it's like, oh, we did it, you're 3 seconds ahead. And it's like, how did that feel? And like they didn't remember who these people were because it's like,
Oh, right. That's so
yeah,
cool.
I don't know. So it kind of reminds me of that. If like maybe the best thing to do in that situation is to just give yourself into the abyss,
Mhm.
almost when you're immortal, and just be like, I'm just gonna just, I don't know, just like stare out and just do nothing, and maybe you'll see something cool. Maybe you
Right.
wouldn't live in misery. You might, like, I don't know.
I
I
mean,
don't
like,
know.
so you know how like the universe is expanding, and at some point it's gonna expand so far that we can't do something, or like,
We
well, once
can't
it
do
does do
something.
that, we're already dead.
Oh
But if
yeah,
it keeps expanding, expanding, there's a theory that eventually it's gonna collapse in on itself, and another big bang's gonna happen. But when that's happening, it's gonna take like what, billions of years or something. So if you are immortal, how long do you think that would feel to you? Because you're not experiencing anything at all. How long would it take for your brain to completely like time capsule itself?
yeah.
I
Okay,
don't know.
that
That's
I don't know
interesting.
if that's cool or horrifying, because then it's to be concluded that if that does happen, then that would happen again and again and again, and at
Hmm.
some point you would blink and the universe would have reset itself like 500 times,
Right.
right? So I don't know if that's actually even a good thing, to be completely
Mm,
honest.
that's
Because
true. Because who knows if if the Big Bang's gonna happen, and then you're gonna be on a planet,
yeah,
or if you're gonna be in space.
that's actually an interesting. Do you think there's some guy out there in space, just like who's also immortal, and this is like the fifth time he's done this? And but like he's nowhere near Earth, so he's just kind of floating there, just like,
He's just kind of
Dang.
chilling.
yeah,
That's a good point. I don't know if that's good or not, because the
yeah,
chances of you landing on a planet are slim. The chances of that planet having life is even more slim. Maybe if you're
yeah.
smart enough, after these so many billions of years, you would be able to make a spaceship so you could fly
Well,
around or something.
the only
Yeah.
thing is that you're immortal. It's not like your brain's capabilities are increased. You
Yeah.
still have, even a healthy 20-year-old brain can only retain so much information. So, like, I honestly think at some point it's just one of those things, like, you know how like people who learn a lot of languages, unless you are just committed to learning a lot of languages, sometimes you like start forgetting words in other languages that you haven't used in a while.
Yeah, that makes
It's
sense.
like it's like I do wonder at some point if like at some point you're like perceiving time so much to the point where just like every single memory you've ever had of even before you were immortal just like leave, and like are just constantly being replaced, and you're just basically like a, like your brain is no longer retaining anything. It's just constantly receiving information, and like information's leaving and receiving and leaving, and just like, I don't know
Yeah.
that.
Hmm.
The more I think about it, the more I think I chose the right decision not to be immortal.
Well, it depends. Are we able to go under like mental illnesses? Like if we get dementia, we're gonna get dementia in the first 200 years or something if we're lucky. But if
Well,
we can't, I think we're kind of solid on the mental aspect.
I think no, because if it's like what Reese said, where if you chose to be immortal right now, you're as healthy as you are right now,
Gotcha.
right? That means you can't be affected by cancer or anything like that because it's always you at your healthiest. So your brain will always be your brain at its healthiest,
Mm.
right? So you can't get any dementia, nothing like that, or else
Okay,
that would
good, good.
So yeah, I don't know.
But that is interesting. At some point, if you do go into like a coma-like state, do you wake up like a newborn baby, or do you do
And now we're
you?
just making up things. I don't know if that would happen.
I mean,
So
what
much
you were
stuff.
saying doesn't make sense either, but I'm going with it.
Nope. What I say makes perfect sense. I don't know what you're talking about.
Nope, 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 nope.
That'd be an interesting thing, though. An immortal being with dementia who just like forgets they're immortal all the time.
Joe Biden.
Joe Biden, yeah.
I remember I was reading a story once where they had like a character kind of like that. He was immortal and he'd seen so many things, but he kept forgetting like who everyone was and which side he was on. It was really interesting. I was like, huh.
I gotta read more books. You know, it's been a while. I wanna be engrossed in a story again, because that kind of reminds me of. Did you guys ever read The Alchemist?
That's the story I'm
No.
talking about.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, because that you explaining that kind of described me. It kind of reminded me of that, The Alchemist.
Yeah, like, yeah, because they have a character like that. Do you remember who I'm talking about?
Ah, no, I don't. Like, I
Okay.
kind of do because you saying that reminded me of The Alchemist, but I barely remember anything from The Alchemist, honestly.
It's basically the character who gives Sophie the water power.
Oh, okay. The only thing I remember from The Alchemist is when they go to Yggdrasil and they're just chilling there, and then people like attack Yggdrasil and like burn it or something. That's like
Yeah.
the only part I remember from The Alchemist, honestly.
What's
Okay.
this book
Gotcha.
about?
It's about like an immortal guy who's this immortal alchemist, right?
Do you know the tale of Nicholas Flamel?
Nick? Yes, I do. From Harry
It's
Potter.
it's it's more it's he's not from Harry Potter, but yeah, it's basically the same thing. They had the book that grants them the potions that can have everlasting life, but people
Mhm.
want to steal it from them, and they find some kids and train them with magic abilities. This is
Weird.
basically that.
Yeah. It
It
was a
got
good.
pretty weird toward the end, but it was still good.
I'm still. I gotta reread it because I don't remember how it ends at all, honestly.
It's a weird ending.
You said when was it? When did you read this last? I think I read this in like 7th grade. It's been like
Oh
a couple
really?
of
I
years.
probably
Yeah.
reread it like a year or two ago.
Oh, really? Whoa. Okay, that's interesting. Wait, Bryant, what was the last book series that you read? Or
The
I'm
last
I'm
book
curious.
series, it was probably the Dragon Watch one that I haven't finished yet.
Oh yeah, Dragon. They released more books of those, right? Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I gotta reread all the Fablehaven books too, just to get back to the point to read the new one. The last one I read was the weird one where they were in that castle with like the gold and silver people.
Oh, yeah.
That was the
I
last one
forgot
I
what that was
remember.
called, but I
That's in
like it.
I like it too.
Golden. That's Dragon Watch, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dragon Watch, but
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
a
yeah.
sequel to Fablehaven, so
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I read all of them. I didn't like the last book, but
don't
That's what
spoil anything.
that's
I don't
probably the
think.
reason why I haven't read it, because Reese is disliked it so much.
Really?
yeah.
But if
Well,
you read it, I'll probably read it.
okay. I mean, we can do a little. What do they call those? Like
A book club.
a book club. Welcome to the Wandering Skeletons Book Club, guys.
Oh man. I think it's gonna be good. I think you have just horrible taste, but
Wait, what?
Wow.
uh, oh, sorry. I was talking about Reese's dislike of the book.
Yeah, I was like, right. I think I have pretty good taste in books. I don't know what you're
Nope, I
talking.
hate you.
Oh,
Okay.
Uh,
Do you want to go briefly over the zombie thing?
yeah.
yeah, dude. That's the hypothetical I was super interested in.
Well, I gotta go soon.
Ah,
Oh, screw
Okay.
lame.
you. Screw you.
Um.
You know what?
Okay.
I'm cutting out your audio. Where no one's gonna hear you ever again.
We can go for a little bit over, I guess. Okay. 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 Well,
Okay.
what would you do in the zombie apocalypse?
I would probably go to Home Depot
Really?
immediately. Dude, yeah, you can like Home Depot. Like, come on. You get
Oh,
all
okay.
the
Hold on.
wood.
I guess you should specify it. So like, when the zombie apocalypse happens, what do we mean? Do we mean like all of a sudden everyone has it and it turns into like the World War Z kind of stuff, or is it like a slow burn?
Well, okay. I think it's important to discuss like what kind of like is it a World War Z zombie are we that we're talking about, or is it like Walking Dead zombies, or is it like it's your episode, Brian? So what kind of zombies are we dealing with in this
Um, well, it can't be World War Z zombies or else we lose.
episode? Just die instantly, yeah.
Yeah. Because okay, so the scenario has to be the government no longer has like a big role and most people are dead. Like 99.9999% of people are dead.
Like a Last of Us kind of.
Yeah, like the Last of Us type thing, Walking Dead type stuff. It
Okay.
cannot be the what like even during World War Z, there was still a good amount of like safe havens around.
Yeah, and even in World War Z, the government eventually wins
Yeah,
in the end.
exactly. So
So
the
yeah,
government
definitely.
can't have a solid part in this setting.
That's kind of insane. Just a little side note, isn't that kind of insane how The Walking Dead and Last of Us, the government's like fell, but then like in World War Z with the scariest zombies, we like actually won that one.
Yeah. I
Like,
feel like both of them are
What
kind of realistic in a way.
are we talking about, the books or the movie?
The movie, I think. I've only seen the movie.
Okay, okay. In the books, I thought I did a really good job. Like, I felt like it was the most realistic zombie stuff I've read. The movie, I did not like. It
wait,
felt a little too unstoppable.
does the movie and book end in a different way, or do they end the same? Because I'm pretty sure
Uh,
doesn't it?
so the movie follows Brad Pitt, and
Yeah.
the book does several different accounts of different countries. It doesn't follow
Oh.
anyone. It does different accounts of countries.
Okay. Okay. I might read that then, because I
It's
haven't seen
really
the
good.
movie. I haven't seen the movie or read the book, so. Anyways,
Okay, so
Yeah,
zombies are
really.
spreading fast.
Yeah,
so
I think in both of those scenarios, it's kind of realistic. In like, the only way we're gonna like survive in a World War Z type situation is with the government. But
yeah,
in The Walking Dead, actually, The Walking Dead doesn't really make sense how the government completely got shafted.
I haven't seen The Walking Dead. You have to give me quick
I mean, it's kind of
something.
just like The Last of Us as well. A lot of people died. The government doesn't really exist anymore, but the zombies just walk. They don't run.
actually, it's one of the few things where the zombies get weaker and weaker the more.
Exactly. Yeah.
In The Last of Us, they get stronger. In The Walking Dead, they get weaker over time.
Okay,
So,
so Walking Dead's kind of like the World War Z, then I guess. Okay.
Mhm.
Uh,
kind of.
okay.
So I think we should do The Last of Us zombies because at the beginning they're like runners. But
Yeah.
actually, I think they're runners throughout it all, aren't they?
No, no. The bigger they get, you know, they get basically more tanky the more the fungus spreads on them, right? So
Okay,
like
gotcha.
people who first are infected can run as fast as that person could before they were infected, right?
Okay, gotcha.
Um,
Yeah, I think we should do The Last of Us zombies then.
then definitely we should. I think the smartest thing to do would be to go out to the countryside. Probably it would
Yeah.
be, yeah,
Yeah.
instant death in the cities. I don't.
Wait,
Yeah.
is it the TV series one or the game? Because in the game there's spores, and in the series it's by biting.
I think probably the game. I haven't seen the show, so
Okay. So if it's spores, yeah, definitely the countryside.
yeah, it's because yeah, dude, spores in the game were probably like the scariest part, like
Yeah.
theoretically to me,
Holy
always.
cow.
I can just be chilling, and then like a clicker can just fall over, and then just like all these spores just kind of like I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's scary. Like during when we were watching Chernobyl, radiation is so cool because it's unseen and so deadly. Same thing with spores. You can't really see it, but you're probably gonna die anyway.
Though unless you have a gas mask,
That's
so
true. Or if you're Ellie.
or if you're Ellie, if your name is Ellie, you're immune automatically.
Exactly.
I still gotta play Last of Us Part 2. I'll tell you if it's a good game.
I think it's terrible, but maybe
Yeah,
you'll change
I
my
think it's
mind.
terrible, but I have to give it a try. Also, I gotta play it now because I keep seeing spoilers. I don't know what it is with everyone posting that Last of Us Part 2 already. Like,
That's annoying.
after 2 years after it came out, like I'm going through my YouTube shorts and it's just a bunch of spoilers. Well, I guess the show came out, so people are talking about it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'm
yeah,
guessing.
it kind of sucks because I wanted to go into Part 2 just completely blind to actually give it a chance. And now, like, the more I know, because I already knew the ending, which kind of sucks already. But
Hmm.
the more details I get, it's like the more biased I become because I'm
Hmm.
already like, oh, that's stupid. Why did that happen? But it's like the game didn't tell me how that happened, so I'm already getting biased.
Hmm.
So I don't know.
I can't remember how it ends. I remember talking with I think Bryant and you about it, but I can't remember right now, and I'm trying to keep it that way.
Yeah, we won't tell you. It's just stupid. Yeah, I think it's the dumbest thing ever. But yeah,
Yeah, no, I hated that.
also,
Maybe I'm not giving it a fair chance, but man.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you because I mean, I don't know. My siblings played it. I didn't even ask my brother how he felt about it, but just the way he was acting towards me, where he was like, "Yeah, you should play it because it's interesting." Like just that is like, okay, am I actually right in not liking this game? Is it just I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so what do you think would be the most like rewarding lifestyle in the apocalypse? Because like you can be in the countryside, you can farm, and you can survive as long as you want. But like that's kind of boring.
You're talking about rewarding?
Like, would you be
Uh,
a thief and start like murdering people, or
I
would you
would.
prefer being a farmer?
Okay. If we're talking like in a situation where I don't care about my life at all, I would be that one guy who starts like that zombie fight pit in games. Like there's always that one guy who's like, "Oh, here's this bat. If you kill all these zombies in this area, I'll give you like $100." I would want to be that guy. I think that would be the funnest thing to
That
do.
would be dope, actually. Yeah.
Just like set up little arenas, like lure zombies in, and then people walk by, and you're like, "Hey, do you want to see if you can like kill these guys? Like, I'll give you money," and then just like watch them go at it. Like that would be probably the funnest thing to
Yeah.
do.
That would be
You know?
super fun.
I was talented. I'd want to be like the I Am Legend, like Will Smith kind of guy, just trying
Uh-huh.
to find the cure. But I don't think I'd be that smart.
Yeah, no. Yeah. I don't know, man. I feel like after a while, if I do survive, I would be so bored that I would rather go wander around with the risk of getting infected than just to chill.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, looking around, like going. I think would you go into people's houses just to kind of like
Oh yeah.
100%? That's what I would do.
That's the most entertaining thing you'll get in the apocalypse is snooping through people's crap.
Yeah. Just like going into like people's like houses, finding their diaries and making fun of them because it's like, I'm gonna ask Emily on a date tomorrow, and it's like, oh, what a loser, he's probably dead, and I don't know.
It would be super cool finding journals and stuff and going to the day right before the incident just to see
Oh
what they
yeah,
did before they probably died.
Yeah.
go find Logan Paul's like mansion, see what he was doing.
Oh, wait, Jorge, have you played the first Last of Us?
Yeah, I have. It's one of my favorite games. I love
Dude,
that game.
in the show, they make Bill and Frank. Are you gonna watch the show?
I probably won't because I already told Grant.
I am. Don't spoil it.
You haven't seen the third episode yet?
I don't have HBO. I can't find a way to watch it.
Oh. So when you watch it, I gotta ask you a question because some people picked up on something and I did not. And I don't know if I'm
Oh,
oblivious or not, but
Wait,
I'll have
wait,
to
wait.
I
pirate it.
yeah.
Wait. Should I watch it? Is there like an interesting thing that happens? Like,
Bill and Frank are completely different in the show.
really?
Yeah. Well,
Wait.
not completely different. They're kind of
Reese,
similar.
Go
Yeah.
like deafen yourself real quick. I wanna hear this. I'll type in chat when you can undeafen yourself.
Okay.
Sorry, Reese.
Yeah, you're good.
How do you
Is it-
deafen him?
It's like near the mute button. And it's like the headset near the mute button.
I muted him, but I didn't deafen
Oh,
him.
like, did you see what I did right there? How it's like, you can see the two like icons next to me. That tells me that I've deafened.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, wait, did Reese like leave the computer? What is he doing?
I have no idea.
Because is he just standing there silent, and then you're gonna say something, and he's gonna be like, "Ah, dude, I was still here. Ah, you guys just spoiled everything.
Oh man, I don't know.
Okay, just say it.
Okay,
I think it's
so
out there.
so Bill and Frank in the show are insanely gay together. They're insanely gay. Like at the
I've
beginning, I thought Frank was just a little fruity, and then they start making out of nowhere.
oh, also wait, isn't like because in the game one of them is already dead. They like tied.
Yeah, Frank is already dead. He killed himself for some reason.
Yeah.
But in the
Um,
game, at
they're
the
both
very end,
alive.
yeah, so at the beginning, they're both alive at the episode. They start falling in love. I don't know. I don't know how I missed that they're both gay because Talmadge and Grant were like, "Oh, they're so fruity." But like, I 100% thought that they were just like weird people because Bill was super introverted and he's a survivalist, right? So he doesn't like talking to people. And then Frank is super like extroverted and he's I don't know, but it caught me off guard when they start making out because to me it was out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And then at the
Wait,
end they both kill themselves, but that doesn't matter.
they both killed themselves?
Yeah, you don't even
What?
get to see Frank like you don't even get to see Bill talk to Joel and Ellie after the episode because they die.
Wait. I'm so confused. Wait. So how does it get to that point where they both kill themselves? Why does that happen?
So Frank has cancer.
He has cancer?
Dude,
Oh,
because there's one scene where Bill gets shot by a bunch of invaders for no reason, and he puts him on the table. Frank is doing first aid, trying to save him, and it cuts to a scene from far away where someone's in a wheelchair, and I go, "Oh my gosh, Bill's in a wheelchair, but he survived. That's so cool." But you get closer, and it's Frank in a wheelchair. It's a complete 180 because Bill, the guy who got shot, is okay.
yeah.
Then Frank has cancer for no. It came out of nowhere, bro. Holy crap! And
Um,
then yeah, they kill themselves because he has cancer.
that okay. Yeah, no, I'm definitely not. Uh, that kind of seems stupid, doesn't it?
Uh,
Was it good? Was it well done? Because from
so
what you're telling me, it kind of seems retarded.
no, me, Talon, and Grant really liked that episode.
Ah,
Oh, it was so funny because Grant goes, actually, I can't say that. Uh,
wait, he can't say.
um,
He says something, Grant.
he
I know. I
says
could probably
something.
just say it in chat. What does he say? I mean,
Oh wait, you could probably just censor this whole thing, right?
oh yeah. No, but that's just weird. Well, you played the first game, right?
No, I haven't. I
You
want to.
haven't, dude. Okay.
I mean, game of the year for a reason, right?
I mean, well, do whatever you want. But if I were you, I'd probably stop watching. Don't watch the show and just play the game. It's
Uh,
already. It might be already too late if you like. Again, I'm not gonna blame you because you already watched like 3 episodes. But dude,
mhm.
the ending, at least the game is like, I don't know. Like I saw a little bit of the show and I just don't think it compared to the game, you know. But that just might be me and my gamer brain, you know. Like
Mhm.
a show is just not gonna compare to a medium I really care about,
That's
you
one
know.
thing I always thought is funny is if you really love the original source material, you will never love an adaptation of it.
Exactly. That's what I told Grant because he was like, "You should watch it," and I'm like, "Dude, like my brain is already tainted in a way, you
Yeah,
know. It's like when I played the first Last of Us, it was literally like perfect, dude. It was so cool. The gunplay was so nice. I
yeah,
felt so like invested in everything, like, and just to be like, oh, now watch this show that's trying to replicate that. Like, I don't think anything is going to replicate that, you know.
yeah.
So I
No,
just
for
won't
real.
watch the show. I'm probably not gonna watch it, you
I
know.
really like it so far. I mean, they don't change much. They changed the spores, so it's no longer spores,
Hmm.
which I'm kind of mad about because the spores are really cool.
Yeah. Also,
And I feel like they
I
could
think
have done
it
it.
kind of makes Ellie's immunity kind of like a little more random because with the
And a little more
spores,
lame, bro.
Yeah, like I don't know, cause it's like when again. Well, are you gonna play the game? I mean, I guess
Probably not.
probably
I
not. Well, the
should.
scene where it reveals, cause you go into the sewers and like Joel puts his mask on, and then you look to the right, and it's like she doesn't have her mask on. And it's like, dude, all these spores are everywhere. Keep in mind when you're in the game, it's like a fog of spores,
Uh,
right? Like those sections are very like if really fog heavy. So it's like
mhm,
all you can see basically are spores. And
yeah.
like just like when it's revealed that she doesn't need a gas mask, like I think that was like a really cool part. And
Mhm.
like how do you get that part in like the show? Like she gets bitten and like
So at the beginning, it shows that she has a scar, and they do some testing.
oh
Um,
yeah. Well, that happens in the game as well.
oh, okay,
Right?
gotcha.
She's like, "Oh, look, I got bit like 3 weeks ago," and or whatever. But like, it's just like things like that scene that I just described. Like, how do you do that in the show? You
Yeah,
can't, you know.
Isn't
dude.
the spores thing though like OP'd? Because like if it's in the air, how does anyone survive?
Well, because they have gas masks, so that's how you survive.
But how do you survive in the beginning though?
What do you mean the beginning?
Like how do they know that it's like through spores? Do they just like the government finds out or something and tells everyone or
Well, yeah, basically,
okay.
someone walks into a bunch of spores and like, oh, he's infected.
Mhm.
Don't do that, guys. Like, I'm not. Probably a lot of people died figuring out about the
Yeah.
spores and stuff.
I feel like they could have done something though, like they instead of changing how the infection spreads, they could have changed how the spores work instead of completely changing the lore and like the mechanics. They could be like, "Oh, you need to be exposed to a certain amount of concentration of spores,"
That makes
instead
Yeah,
of
sense.
instead of like, "Oh, you get bit, okay."
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. I just
But
feel like
anyways,
it's not lazy, but they didn't have too much faith in the spores, which I don't
yeah.
like.
I mean, I guess they're trying to change enough.
Mhm,
And I appreciate that because a lot of adaptations are either just like it's just a carbon copy, but just a lesser version,
mhm.
or it's completely different. So at least they changed it in a way that it's like still kind of the same, but not really. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. But I feel like
Also,
if it's a carbon copy, it's gonna be good because like
it will be, yeah,
yeah,
that's the safe option to make it a carbon
yeah.
copy. But,
Because some things
uh,
translate really well into video format. So if you carbon copy Last of Us identically, I'm pretty sure everyone's gonna go nuts about it.
yeah,
But I mean, I'm not a director, so screw me,
yeah.
I guess.
Also, Reese, have you watched the show at all?
I watched the first 2 episodes, but I haven't seen the third one yet.
Are you gonna play the game ever?
No.
Oh,
I'm trying to stop playing video games now.
really? When did
You're
Yeah.
that happen? You
addicted.
went from I'm gonna be an Apex, like Apex Legends, like pro athlete to no more video games?
Well,
How
I
did that
remember I
happen?
wanted to grind as much as I could during the summer, and then during England I didn't play any, and then I got back into my habit of gaming when I went down to Cedars, so now I'm trying to break it.
Well, just just allow yourself to
Never
come
do
on.
drugs, Reese. Never do
Yeah,
Yeah,
drugs.
yeah, definitely
I
don't
would
do
be
drugs.
an addict for sure.
Also, well, that kind of sucks to hear because I was like, Project Zomboid is like
I love that
33%
game.
off. Well, you own it?
No, I wish.
Well, buy it then.
How much money is it?
It's about $14.
What?
It's normally 20, but
What?
yeah, it's on
That game
sale
is
right
worth
now.
5, bro.
That's game.
That game
You just said
is
you loved it. You just
terrible.
said you loved it.
It's like a website browser game, not a $20 game.
Well, apparently they had. I'm gonna buy it. You should buy it too. Come on.
Maybe I will. It's not worth $20, that's for sure.
Well, I mean, it's on sale for 13. So
It's
like,
not worth 13 either. It's a $5 game.
what if I gifted it to you and you just send me like $8 back?
I'm down with that.
Okay. Then do you really want me to gift it to you?
I
Because I
mean, I
want to play
probably
with
wouldn't.
someone, dude. I want to play with someone.
I don't even know if it's multiplayer.
It is multiplayer.
Oh, really?
That's one of the main features of Project Zomboid is like you can just like you can literally play with like 15 other people or some crap.
Yeah, okay, I'm down with that. Reese, you should
Yeah.
also get it.
Well, I would also, extend the invitation to Reese, but apparently he's not gonna play video games anymore, huh?
Goofy.
What
It's like
video
with
games?
TikTok.
Yeah. Come on,
What's
Reese.
with TikTok? What's with TikTok?
How you used to have it, and you're like, I need to get off TikTok. I use
I,
it
I,
too much.
I've never had TikTok.
Oh, maybe it was Instagram Reels or something.
Yeah, Instagram. And
But come on, Reese. You
I'm off
should.
Instagram now, so that's good.
Or you could just not use Instagram Reels.
Yeah, I know. I'm an
Yeah.
addict. I have no self-control.
Well,
Yeah, get Project Zomboid with us.
get Project Zomboid. If you get Project Zomboid, I'll let you know what my channel is so we can make a video on it.
I'm not spending. I can't spend money on anything right now. That's not
Yeah,
vital.
even
Of course.
I'll gift it. How much money am I gonna send to you guys?
I'll buy
13.
it. I'll buy it if you gift it to Reese.
Reese, do you really? Because I'm gonna gift it to you, but only if you're like, okay, I'll play.
I'll try it once.
Okay, once is not worth
Yeah,
$13.
I'll
Reese,
try
come
it
on.
once with you if you want, but if I like it, I'll play it more. But otherwise, if I don't like it, I'm not gonna play
If
it.
you only play it with us one time, you have to like at least refund me like $5.
yeah, that's fair.
Fair?
It's okay, George. You don't have to gift it to me.
Yeah, you don't want the game?
I'm okay. Thanks though.
Lame.
Fine. Fine.
Lame.
I guess me and Bryant will have a good old time. Besides, you like 7 Days to Die. Come on.
It was
True.
fun.
It's basically 7 Days to Die. Basically.
Yeah,
You know.
basically.
Okay. We should probably wrap this up. We should
yeah.
probably wrap this up. Reese has to go, do
4 minutes
something. I don't know
ago.
what he's doing.
All good.
Ryan, you gotta wrap it up. You were the one who started this. You gotta wrap it up.
Wrap. We're done. Goodbye.